Broadcasting live from the headquarters in Asmara, it's ERi-TV, dear viewers. Welcome to English News Broadcast for this hour. Coming up are the major headlines for today. Meetings on programs of conflict resolution. Increase in number of pregnant women delivering at health facilities in Eritrea. Alexander Lukashenko wins a 7th straight term in Belarus presidential election. And Russia announces the arrival of new nuclear-powered cruise missile submarine. On your local reports, Ms. Fawzia Hashim, Minister of Justice, conducted a meeting from 23 to 25 January regarding the conflict resolution committees in the Gashbarka region that were established at the regional level. Minister Fawzia explained that the meeting was part of the ongoing efforts to implement the regulations and community-based conflict resolution framework issued in 2022 by the Ministry of Justice. The framework aims to ensure the supremacy of the law, foster social harmony and integration, facilitate conflict resolution, prioritize the values of peaceful conflict resolution, prevent crimes and help communities preserve their cultural values while resolving conflicts independently. Minister Fawzia noted that the meetings were held in the subzones of Sel'a, Karkabat, Fortosawa and Diga, with plans to continue in other subzones of the region. She urged the conflict resolution committees to fully understand their objectives and work diligently to create an environment where the public can resolve conflicts in their communities, thus saving time and resources. The participants engaged in extensive discussions on the issues raised during the meetings and expressed their readiness to support the success of the program. In other news, due to the ongoing awareness-raising activities and increased public awareness, the number of pregnant women delivering at health facilities in the Eritrea subzone central region has increased by 5% in 2024. This report was made by Mr. Aman Haddish, head of the health facilities in the subzone. Mr. Aman stated that 1,180 pregnant women had visited health facilities for checkups at least once during their pregnancy, while 557 women had delivered at these facilities. Additionally, the vaccination program for children under 5 years reached a coverage rate of 92%. Mr. Aman further mentioned that the subzone is home to 1 health center and 3 health stations, and that the number of patients seeking treatment at health facilities has increased by 18%. He also highlighted the commendable environmental sanitation activities being conducted across the subzones to control the prevalence of communicable diseases. Noting the relatively better expansion of health facilities in the subzone, Mr. Tasfuf Sahatian, administrator of the subzone, urged the public to increase their participation in efforts to further expand these facilities. The viewers will be back shortly with your international reports and more, so please stay tuned. Welcome back. Yesterday, 26 January, longtime Belarusian leader Alexander Lukashenko has been declared winner of the presidential election, securing a 7th straight term. This is according to the country's electoral body. Election officials said Lukashenko received 86.8% of the votes. The Belarusian leader has won every presidential election since 1994. On today's final report, Russia's Ministry of Defense announced the arrival of its newest 4th-generation nuclear-powered cruise missile submarine to its permanent base in the Northern Fleet. This deployment is believed to further solidify Russia's growth in its military capability. According to the submarine's commander, the crew successfully completed its interbase transfer, with all systems reported as operational and the crew ready for upcoming missions. Russia has been involved in enhancing its military capacity so as to resist the military hostility coming from the Occident. Dear viewers, you're still watching us on ERi-TV, and now a quick recap of the major headlines. Meetings on programs of conflict resolution. Increase in number of pregnant women delivering at health facilities in Berir. Alexander Lukashenko wins a seventh straight term in Belarus presidential election. And Russia announces the arrival of new nuclear-powered cruise missile submarine. That was it for today, dear viewers. Thanks for watching.